Adam Scott shot a 62 to qualify for the US Junior Amateur Championship earlier this year. A record low score he shares with Tiger Woods in US Junior Golf. Last week, Adam capped off a great year by claiming the World Junior crown in Scotland. And as David Fordham reports, the lad is now in heavy demand to play college golf in America.
It's a familiar sight, the hours of practice young Adam Scott has put in over the last few years. But the rewards of that hard work and sacrifice came to fruition last weekend in Scotland, when the 17-year-old from the Gold Coast snared the coveted Doug Sanders World Boys Championship. He finished the 4-round event 7 under par, winning by an incredible 8 shots. And in doing so, young Adam became only the 3rd Australian to win this most prestigious event. In 1979, a young Steve Elkington took out the title. He was later to become the 1995 US PGA champion. And just a couple of years ago, another young Queenslander, David Gleeson, took out the event. He later became the Australian Amateur champion, and last year was the leading amateur at the Australian Open. According to a man who guided the destiny of players like Greg Norman, Wayne Grady and Ian Baker Finch in their early days, coaching guru Charlie Earp rates this youngster up with the very best.
To win and be junior champion, and also he did very well in the States, and East Australian junior champion, so that the ingredients there are there for to become a very good player.
Hello. Great putt. Well, Adam, I'm sure your old man Phil wouldn't mind me saying, but only a modest touring pro in the 70s, but what sort of influence has he had on your career?
Well, he's been a major influence in my career so far, because he's been my coach, and he's taught me everything I know, basically.
How old were you when you first beat him?
I was probably about 13. He'd probably tell you a bit older.
Since winning the New Zealand junior title in 1996, Adam Scott has enjoyed a great 1997. He won the Australian Junior Championship in Alice Springs with a record low 9 under par. He won the Australian Schools Championship. He was undefeated in the Australian-New Zealand Series. He won the Australasian Zone titles and represented Australia in the World Schools Team Championship. But as a leading qualifier in the United States Junior Amateur Championship, he joined some pretty illustrious company. Adam, you were later to learn that that equalled an all-time low scoring in US junior golf set by Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I was quite thrilled with that. You know, I wasn't going out there to do that, but, you know, it's nice to have those kind of things next to your name.
Is he an absolute role model of yours?
He is a role model of mine, and I'm sure he's a role model of other juniors as well, but I'd have to say my main role model is Greg Norman. You know, I've grown up watching Norman play the last 15 years or so, and, you know, he influences my game a lot.
That's 62, followed by another course record in California, where he closed with a 65 to win a 3-round tournament, combined to put Adam's name in the American spotlight.
Yeah, opened their eyes a little and shown that Australia have some good golfers.
And it's opened up a great avenue for the great college golf for you in the States. What's the story there?
Yeah, I've been offered a few scholarships around America at some of the good universities, and I'm contemplating taking one up.
How soon a decision there?
Immediately. You know, my father comes home in a week and we're going to talk about it then, and we're going to have to make a decision.
This single-minded young Queenslander has very definite plans for the future.
I want to be the best, and I'd do just about anything to get that far.
Well, you know you've got to do that.
Yeah, I do. And it's just a matter of learning how to do it.
And mentor Charlie Earp knows that this kid has got what it takes to reach the dizzy heights of world golf. His trophies are a testament to his progress so far, a talent that could take him all the way. But he knows it's going to be tough.
I'd like to win the majors and that kind of thing, but, you know, you've got to be realistic sometimes and start from down the bottom and work your way up.
It's a developing trend here in Queensland. 3 of our last 4 major winners have hailed from the Sunshine State. Kari Webb is another dominating the women's tour. Adam Scott is just another wanting to follow in their footsteps. Remember the name and remember this swing. Adam Scott, the World Boys Golfing Champion, on a man's mission.